Australia is genuinely wild in ways most people overlook. Despite having the lowest population density of any major country, we've somehow created one of the priciest housing markets on Earth. In Sydney, residents can pay $800 a week for tiny apartments, while entire houses in outback towns sit empty for less than a year's rent. But beyond this, there are places where the rules are different. Towns where land costs less than a used car. Councils welcome alternative lifestyles, and natural resources like sun, rain, and open space eliminate the bills that trap most Australians in the city treadmill. This isn't some influencer fantasy or a hack that falls apart on closer inspection. Off-grid living requires planning, trade-offs, and a willingness to leave city conveniences behind. The heat is real, the isolation is real, and distance from family is real. What follows is a guide to 12 Australian towns where cheap land and minimal regulation offer genuine opportunities to step outside the system. Places where people have already figured it out, sometimes decades ago. Here, you can set yourself up and never pay another electricity or water bill. 12. Brewarrina, New South Wales. Population, 1,100. Located 800 kilometers northwest of Sydney, Brewarrina embodies genuine outback living. Retirees run entire homes on solar power, fish from the Barwon River for dinner, and haven't seen a utility bill in years. The landscape is red dirt, a wide brown river, and endless blue sky, with gum trees along the riverbank providing the only greenery. The quiet, birds, wind, and the occasional car is unimaginable for city dwellers. Property prices are extraordinary. Vacant residential blocks range from $5,000 to $15,000, basic houses from $40,000 to $60,000, and farmland sells for $500 to $1,000 per hectare. With over 300 sunny days a year, solar panels reach maximum output year-round. One retiree from Sydney bought a house with land for $55,000, installed solar, and now lives comfortably on his pension. The trade-offs are intense. Summer temperatures regularly hit 40 to 45 degrees Celsius, and the nearest major city is more than 4 hours away. Brewarrina suits retirees, fishing enthusiasts, and those wanting to disappear from the system. 11. Norseman, Western Australia. Norseman boasts Australia's cheapest median house price at $47,500, a full house for less than many pay for a car. Situated on the edge of the Nullarbor Plain, the town is surrounded by red dirt, scrubby bush, and 1,200 kilometers of emptiness stretching towards South Australia. Stars at night are mesmerizing, and the silence is profound. A former Perth professional purchased a house for $52,000, works remotely 3 days a week, and prospects for gold on weekends. While isolation is extreme, Perth is over 7 hours away. He finds it liberating. The salary he earns stretches 10 times further than in the city, making the isolation a deliberate and rewarding trade-off. 10. Bourke, New South Wales. Population, 2,300. Bourke epitomizes the phrase "back o' Bourke," defining true outback. It offers New South Wales' cheapest farmland at approximately $13 per hectare, meaning 100 acres can cost $10,000. The landscape is flat red plains meeting the brown Darling River, with cotton fields in good years and red dust in dry years. Solar potential is exceptional, with nearly constant clear skies. One Sydney couple purchased 100 acres with a basic house for $45,000, running cattle, growing vegetables, and generating all their power. Compared to $35,000 in Sydney for just 3 months' rent, the purchase was transformative. Trade-offs include extreme heat above 40 degrees Celsius, drought risk, and a 10-plus hour drive to Sydney. Bourke offers schools, shops, and a regional hospital, making it suitable for those seeking extensive farmland and an agricultural lifestyle. 9. Quilpie, Queensland. Population, 600, located 1,000 kilometers west of Brisbane. Quilpie is remote but sits atop the Great Artesian Basin, providing free hot water from the ground. Combined with abundant sunshine, nature supplies almost everything. The landscape is channel country, flat red plains intersected by dry channels that flood spectacularly when it rains. Property prices range from $50,000 to $80,000 for solid homes with decent infrastructure. Retirees who moved from the coast bought a house for $65,000, drilled a bore for hot water, and installed solar, spending more on internet than utilities combined, because there are virtually none. The trade-off is true remoteness, with limited transport options. Quilpie is ideal for those seeking self-sufficiency, abundant natural resources, and free hot water. 8. Coober, Pedy, South Australia. Population 1,700, 846 kilometers north of Adelaide. Here, 60% of residents live underground, enjoying a constant 23 degrees Celsius while the surface reaches 50 degrees Celsius. Underground living eliminates heating and cooling costs, and expansion is as simple as digging another room. The landscape resembles Mars. Red and white opal dirt mounds stretch to the horizon. Homes range from $70,000 to $110,000 for underground dugouts, and $50,000 to $80,000 above ground. Water is limited, with only 170 millimeters of annual rainfall, requiring trucking or collection. Still, residents find the savings on energy bills outweigh the challenges. Coober, Pedy offers an extraordinary alternative, climate-controlled living without HVAC. 7. Zeehan, Tasmania. Population 700. Zeehan is the opposite of the Outback, receiving 2,400 millimeters of rainfall annually. Rainforest-covered mountains, waterfalls, and lush greenery define the area. Homes range from $65,000 to $100,000, often with historic character. The trade-off is cloudy, wet weather and reduced solar efficiency, requiring 30 to 40% larger solar arrays. Still, water tanks overflow naturally, freeing residents from water bills. Zeehan suits those who favor green landscapes and temperate climates over the harsh Outback. 6. Andamooka, South Australia. Population 350, 600 kilometers from Adelaide. Houses sell for $40,000 to $60,000, with high-paying jobs nearby at the Olympic Dam mine. The landscape features opal mining country, red dirt, and sparse vegetation. Population decline has made property prices exceptionally low. A fly-in fly-out worker bought a house for $52,000 and earns the same salary as colleagues in Adelaide, whose annual mortgage exceeds his house cost. Trade-offs include low rainfall, 150 millimeters, and the need for tanks or water trucking. Proximity to Roxby Downs ensures access to shopping, hospitals, and full services. Andamooka is ideal for mining workers and anyone seeking affordable housing near real employment. 5. Silverton, New South Wales. Population 50, 25 kilometers from Broken Hill. Silverton has never had mains water. Residents rely on rainwater tanks and trucking. The landscape features red dirt, blue skies, and historic stone buildings from the 1880s. Property prices range from $55,000 to $90,000. The town enjoys 320-plus sunny days per year. Artists thrive here. One resident studio rent in Melbourne exceeded her house purchase in Silverton. The trade-off is the town's tiny size. Though Broken Hill's 18,000 people and full services are only 25 kilometers away. Silverton is perfect for creatives seeking a proven off-grid community. 4. Broken Hill, New South Wales. Population 18,000. Broken Hill offers hospitals, schools, supermarkets, galleries, restaurants, and an airport. Houses start at $50,000, with median prices around $180,000. The town enjoys 320 sunny days per year, excellent for solar. This is Australia's arts capital of the Outback, with heritage-listed sites and murals throughout. Residents enjoy off-grid freedom without extreme isolation, though the town is 1,100 kilometers from Sydney and 500 kilometers from Adelaide. Broken Hill is ideal for those wanting civilized off-grid living. 3. Ravenswood, Queensland. Population 290 minutes from Townsville. A gold rush heritage town frozen in time, Ravenswood features Victorian architecture and dry Queensland bush landscapes. Houses cost $50,000 to $80,000, and water tanks suffice with 700 millimeters annual rainfall. Solar potential is excellent, and residents can commute to Townsville while owning heritage homes outright. Trade-offs include reliance on a car and a 90-minute drive, but affordability and heritage charm make Ravenswood a unique option. 2. Terra, Queensland. Population, 2,500, 300 kilometers from Brisbane. Land sells for just $18 per square meter. A 4,000 square meters block costs $720 to $4,000, making it the cheapest land within reach of a capital city. Houses range from $80,000 to $150,000. The town enjoys reliable Queensland sunshine and 650 millimeters of annual rainfall. A young family purchased 5 acres with a house for $95,000, installed solar, and now grow their own vegetables. The trade-offs include proximity concerns, 3 hours from Brisbane, and coal seam gas activity in some areas, necessitating due diligence. Terra is perfect for families wanting affordability without extreme isolation. 1. Lightning Ridge, New South Wales. Population, 2,200, 770 kilometers from Sydney. Lightning Ridge tops the list for off-grid living because it's already established. Opal miners and residents have lived self-sufficiently for decades. Many properties come turnkey, with solar panels, water tanks, and septic systems installed. Free artesian bore baths provide hot water, eliminating another utility cost. The landscape is vast, red dirt dotted with white mullock heaps. Miner camps sell for $45,000 to $70,000. Houses in town for $55,000 to $120,000, median $55,000. The trade-offs are heat. Summer temperatures exceed 40 degrees Celsius, and remoteness, with an 8-plus-hour drive to Sydney. Residents enjoy fully functional off-grid systems, community knowledge, and opportunities for fossicking. Lightning Ridge is ideal for anyone seeking turnkey off-grid living with a supportive community. Across these 12 towns, the opportunities vary, from Brewarrina's fishing lifestyle to Norseman's edge-of-the-world isolation, Bourke's farmland, Quilpie's hot artesian water, Coober Pedy's underground climate, Zeehan's relentless rain, Andamooka's affordable housing with mining jobs, Silverton's historic off-grid community, Broken Hill services, Ravenswood's heritage charm, Terra's accessible cheap land, and Lightning Ridge's turnkey off-grid lifestyle. This is for retirees stretching a pension, remote workers whose salaries go further, adventurers embracing isolation, and anyone prioritizing independence over convenience. It is not for those needing city proximity, regular specialist care, or easy access to family. The trade-offs, heat, isolation, limited services, are real. What's on offer isn't cheap housing alone. It's the chance to eliminate utility bills and step off the conventional life treadmill entirely.